Good morning, my Virgo lovers. I'm MJ. Welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, holla. We do tarot here. I do intuitively guided shares based on my own personal experience and just life. I hope that you're doing great. So my intention with tarot is to offer this community divine guidance and loving clarity. I obviously only book private readings if you resonate, and I offer yoga meditation sessions. There is merchandise, love merchandise that you can grab, online courses, and a book, so feel free to check out all that stuff. Let's get into the reading. This is for Virgo, anybody who resonates with the energy of Virgo for the month of December 2023. Anyone who stumbles along this video, the messages that are meant for them for the highest purpose, divine guidance and loving clarity. Virgo. It's this like toppling over imbalance structure that's leading to a super balanced structure, super autonomous. Another simple way to look at this would be like, so some of you, maybe there has been a end of a relationship. The end of the relationship is leading to your, the love dynamic that you might have been dating somebody or involved with somebody who might have been manipulation, giving you the sense that we're in love and this is fantastic, and then actually behind the scenes they might have been draining your resources. Worst case, like actually stealing. But yeah, I think based on these cards, it looks like you probably discovered that. You found it and they were lying. Because this is a pretty brutal situation. It's heartbreaking. It's like, what? You did what? Or like, whoa, I've been super disillusioned. Or the Three of Swords is any number of things that's heartbreaking. Some people say it's like a third party situation where I'm not necessarily getting that full blown with the Two of Cups reverse and the Two of Pentacles reverse. I'm getting a sense of an imbalanced dynamic. And okay, that could mean that you're devoted to the person, the other person's dating other people. But that's not necessarily the central message coming through. It's just an imbalanced dynamic, and you're going to shift out of it. Because this is for sure you in the situation, Virgo. Independent, self-made, abundant as well. Like you've got plenty of resources here. And it might have been that you were feeling emotionally and even materially drained. So like on the surface, the situation looked amazing. Oh my God, this is like, this person reflects me. This is so cool. But information came out. It's not what it looks like. Honestly, like for some of you, I get a sense of some person, I was going to say douchebag, but like some person comes along, great connection. Immediately though, this person was never in it for the love. This person was always in it for the money kind of thing. Saying that, I must say that this is then reading that the Virgos that I'm reading for have some good financial stuff going on. You're making money. You're saving money. I'm getting a sense of like, you know what? This situation has probably been painful and brutal for some of you, Virgo. It's going to pay off, though. And I'm getting the sense of you're going to take the high road. You're going to take the high road. You're just going to be like, oh, okay. You have a good cry in your bedroom, a good rage of being duped by somebody. And I say that with a lot of integrity around, I've been duped. We've all been duped. That's part of life. That's part of growth. Being betrayed. And then even like from an astrological perspective or maybe a life perspective, like when we have no challenge and we have no resistance in our lives, fab, like beautiful. But there wouldn't be... probably as much expansion or much glory or much, it would just be kind of, even if it looks good and it's nice, it's not for everybody. That's all. There's not, I don't think of things in terms of like right and wrong and good and bad. I just think of the whole, as in you're like, okay, I see what's going on and I can't tolerate it. Been through this, been there, done that. It hurts. And I don't want to give more than I can to the situation, because giving more than you can leads to this imbalance. I feel that actually for some of you too, Virgo, this is a power move for you guys. This is a bit of a breakthrough energy, because I'm really getting that feeling like you're not playing nice anymore. You're not people pleasing. And there's something in all of this for all of us. People pleasing in and of itself is a manipulation. It's annoying. It's super annoying to kind of have to admit that. But the reason why a lot of us people pleasers get into betrayal and manipulative situations, because we're manipulating the situation too by being so nice all the time. And if we're genuinely feeling and thinking nice things, then that's fantastic. That's not manipulation. If we're trying to be nice and say all the right things and and then behind somebody's back going, oh God, they're so, right? That's a lie. That's us manipulating, trying to be nice, to get ahead, to get something. And then often is the case, it will blow up in our face and or just simply not work out in our favor because it's not truth. That's why these swords cut deep. They're not cutting deep for fun. They're cutting deep to go, you've got to heal this thing. You got to close this chapter. If it wasn't profound, it wouldn't hurt so much. Like if it wasn't important, it wouldn't hurt so much. And that's something here too. Like, you're important, Virgo. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have the things that you want. You deserve to not be douched around by people who are not in their integrity, people who lie, cheat, and steal. I think this is like the end of a cycle for some of you Virgos around probably giving too much in relationships on any level and not securing your own integrity, thus limiting your own potential, limiting your own opportunity, like limiting your sense of opportunity, limiting where you think you can go, because you're constantly like trying to give it to other people and like trying to make sure everybody else is good. But what about you, Virgo? Who's going to do that for you? So now you're like, of course, I've got to. And then you can attract the people who also are like you and want to give back to you, as well as receive the bounty of your love or the bounty of your money or the bounty of whatever. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is it. This is the time for you to step into creating your own opportunities. I'm thinking here, it's today, the Gemini full moon. That's going to affect all the mutable signs, on a certain level. So Virgo, that's you. You are choosing joyfulness. You are moving toward a greater joyful freedom. And I almost want to say, you know what, for some of you, as soon as you drop this connection, which doesn't feel quite right and or is a drain on your resources, you will meet someone. I'm getting a sense from this Four of Wands that you're likely to reconnect with somebody from your past. This feels like childhood, familial, past lovers. Like, oh my God, let's go. Oh my God, it's been so long. Let's, go out for a meal. And then there's a bit of a spark there. Okay, so I am getting this sense for a lot of you anyway. Just sit tight. That's what I'm hearing. Like, just sit tight. Wait for stuff to come in. Wait for messages to come in. Wait for invitations. Invitations to do your work. Invitations to socialize. Invitations to... I'm hearing spread your wings a bit. As in, don't just spread your wings. Or do, but... as in, how amazing you are. You know how like expansive your wingspan is. You don't need to like show everybody. If somebody asks to see, then you can be like, right? You could show, but you don't have to overwork it. You don't have to overshow. You don't have to, that's a huge shift, I think, for you. You don't have to try so hard. You've got to step back and give back to yourself to invite the right kind of people who also want to give like you give, so that your relationship dynamics, work dynamics are balanced. It's like there's this energy of enough. I'm tired of these types of people, or I'm tired of these sorts of situations. I see you, baby. Yeah, I think for some Virgos, like certainly this month, there could be some time to just reset, restore. Virgo is having some trine energies with Jupiter that's moving through Taurus. So there's going to be you always just continual shakeups, but also abilities to move, things that will happen that are going to move us forward to help us feel looked after. Yeah, I knew that energy would likely come through. That caretaker energy is like honing in on this one of the central messages for this month in this reading for you, Virgo, is to look after yourself. I think it's a bizarro concept that we have these things like look after yourself, right? Look after yourself. You're like self-care, looking after yourselves. Just essentially, where am I going with this? Not to listen to too much about from the external world, because there's so much noise on many levels, and where am I going with this? Like, everything can get really twisted in as far as like, just do whatever you want and be that self-care. And I think all of it warrants a certain amount of discernment, but I truly, or the pretty kind of toxic thing of like people speaking about self-love, or people endeavoring to like open up, and then I don't know, someone saying that's super selfish of you, like how dare you. Or just a complete denial, or like shaming of wanting to be healthy, wanting to make changes, wanting to feel better in ourselves, and then people being like, who do you think you are? Self-care queen, it's like, but there's nothing, or certainly there doesn't have to be. This is you, right? This doesn't have to be grandiose or egotistical. This is a grounded, safe, pretty relaxed. They got stuff for themselves. They got plenty to share. They're connected. For some reason, what's coming through with this too is like, just be mindful, Virgo. This is part of the patience or diligence to move through a process, get to the other side, and keep creating. Once you step into this, just be mindful that some of the shadows or the people that aren't truly aligned, it will be more apparent to you. And also recognize that like when people don't res with this, or if they're at a very different point in their journey, people can easily look at that and tear it down. Oh yeah, like, oh my God, look at that dress. Oh my God, she thinks she's super important, or she thinks she's so special, or he thinks he's so special. People will rail against this energy simply because it makes them feel like they're not enough, or it triggers aspects of them maybe they wish they had, or they don't believe they're capable of, and so they got to tear it down in the person that's exhibiting that energy. And I think that's a pretty icky aspect of our humanity and culture as well, that we might want to build people up or love them for 1 second, or appreciate them if they're giving us something, and the moment they don't, well, we turn our back, right? or worse, we degrade, defame certain people, right? Really talking nasty talk about. My observation too is that so often is the case, people that like to talk the most or are often people that don't even know the people they're talking about. Even, on local levels, I've noticed that with, different pockets. Some people have more, some people have less, and it's like kind of it's all very reflective of one another. So often people have this resistance against poverty, but then it goes both ways. There can be a lot of kickback and or a blaming, a kind of attacking around, oh, those people with that money, or those people that drive that car, they must be so, right? And okay, I'm sure we've all had different experiences where we could probably agree, yeah, I do res with that. Or I've experienced people that drive a certain automobile might be a bit aggressive or might, and yet every moment, every breath, we have an opportunity to rearrange our thinking and to not hold people in that place. At the same time, liberate ourselves. Focus on your joy. Focus on your appreciation. Focus on what it is you're here to be and to create. And it's like that thing of come back to being and tune into that being, and then allow that creative spark to come through the being. As I'm saying all of this, I'm thinking, I'm getting a profound sense of wanting to meditate a little bit more. And we're in this new full moon. I'm recording these around the full moon in Gemini. And I've got my journal out, and I just feel that full moon coming in to be like, okay, manifestation station, let's get cracking. So you guys, I hope that was useful. I have a Virgo moon, so there's a lot of Virgo energy that I do for sure resonate with. I appreciate all of you. I'll be posting on Instagram the daily readings. I'll get round to the daily reads here. The Patreons get these monthly readings ad-free, first access, a few days, usually if not a few weeks before everybody else. I do my intuitive sharing as and when I'm guided to. Top tier patrons get big discounts on one-to-one sessions, online sessions, that is. And is that all? Buy some merch, support the brand, and mostly just keep choosing love, you guys. I love you so much. Have a great day. Have a great month. I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace out.